What it do, YouTube? It's your boy, I'm blessed, bringing you some NCAA 13. In this one, man, I'm going to bring y'all the best running backs in the game. For those of you that want to know, here are the best running backs in the game. So, starting out at the top, we got DeAnthony Thomas at a 97 overall. Arizona's running back, Kadeem Carey. Jeremy Smith, you know what I'm saying, coming out Oklahoma State. Henry Josie, you know what I'm saying, Ladarius Parkins, John Hubert, Todd Gurley. Baylor's running back, Ben Molina. I think he's more of a product of the read option style and the passing. Johnny Manziel opened up the run game for him, so I think he's a little overrated. But he's still not the best running back in the game. I wouldn't rely on him, but use him if I need to. Duke Johnson, one of my most favorite players to watch last year. He was exciting to watch. Dre Archer, Brandon Williams, Damian Williams, Trey Mason, and TJ Yeldon running at the top. Go back to the top. Speed. All right, so David Glasgow, congratulations. You are the slowest running back in the game. DeAnthony Thomas is the fastest player in the game, man. The fastest player in the game. There's nobody faster than DeAnthony Thomas. But right behind that is none other than Duke Johnson. Last year, Duke Johnson is probably the most electrifying freshman I have ever watched in a long time. Johnny Manziel, yeah, he was cool, but he played a quarterback position. That's a high-profile position, so he was good to watch. But Duke Johnson, man, just flat-out beast mode last year as a freshman, man. I've never seen anybody run like this kid, especially as a freshman for a university like Miami. This kid was amazing, man. If y'all haven't seen this kid play, go ahead and look him up, man. Duke Johnson is a beast. This dude is a monster. He earned every rating he has right now in this game. As far as running backs go, DeAnthony Thomas, and then I'm going Duke Johnson. Nobody in between. And if I had to choose who I'm running with, man, I'm running with Duke Johnson or DeAnthony Thomas, man. Duke Johnson is probably the most electrifying player you probably will ever see in a long time. He's just fun to watch, man. He's so small. He's so tiny. Like DeAnthony Thomas, man, like he's 5'9", but he looked tall and lanky. And Duke Johnson, he's 5'9", 188, and he's small. He looks small. So, like, these guys are small, but Duke Johnson looks small compared to DeAnthony Thomas. So, let's go ahead and move on, man. I already sat on this dude's nuts for a while now. Ty Isaac, the backup running back for USC. I just want to say that out loud. Sadell Foster, Texas Tech. And then you got Trey Williams. Johnson, you know what I'm saying, coming out of Texas. Young, coming out of Tennessee. You got Carson. Trying to take over, you know what I'm saying, do his thing. In South Carolina, you got Dontre Wilson, just a bunch of backups, you know what I'm saying. He's a starter at Michigan State. Keith Marshall out of Georgia, Jordan James, UCLA. So you got some pretty decent speed, man. There's a lot of speedy running backs, so you really can't go wrong with a speedy running back if you're looking for one. They're all over the field. They're all over the game. Like, even Virginia Tech got a speedy running back. So we got speed quarterback, speedy running back. You can't go wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? USC's finally got some speed at running back. I know this past few years, man, we haven't had any speed at running back. It was brutal trying to play with USC. Just trying to pass, man. I'm not one of the passing type. I like to do the read option, but USC doesn't have the quarterback or the running backs for it. But this year, they got a pretty decent running back and a pretty decent quarterback with some speed that's worth playing with. Thomas Tyner comes in, you know what I'm saying, pick up some trash time after DeAnthony Thomas tears up the offense, you know what I'm saying, tears up the defense. Cornelius Elder, freshman. So Raymond Sanders coming out of Kentucky. So we could hit back to the top. So as for speed at running back, man, you really can't go wrong Probably if you pick one of the top teams in the nation, you're probably going to get a decent speed quarterback, so you don't have to worry about that. It's almost guaranteed that you'll get a running back with at least 90 speed. So let's go into strength. All right, Keith Wheatley, coming out of high school, you are officially the weakest. You, and you are the weakest running backs in the game. I just hope you guys enjoy that. Strength-wise, I mean, 84 is probably the best you're going to get. They're not going to compare strength as opposed to comparing strength to other running backs, but they're going to do strength as all around compared to defensive ends, defensive tackles, and stuff like that. There's no way 5'10", 6, anywhere between 6'2" and 5'8" running backs are gonna out strength, you know what I'm saying, out muscle defensive ends, defensive tackles, you know what I'm saying. So there's just no way, unless these dudes is absolute monsters, which there's no AP in this year. So the strength wise, it's not that important of it's not a killer to choose somebody off of strength. So let's go ahead and hit the agility button. Boom, D'Anthony Thomas right up there, up top. Gong Bay, you know what I'm saying? Got the Nevada Lobos. Got the Lobos. You got Chance, Cornelius Elder, Ty Isaac, Jordan Hall, Alvin Kamara, Trey Williams, Gully, David Wilson, Abernathy, you know what I'm saying? Coming out of Cincinnati. I might play with Munchie and Abernathy, you know what I'm saying? Look at those names, though. It just makes you want to play with Cincinnati. Like, I'm going to have to play with Cincinnati. I'm going to have to bring you guys some Cincinnati gameplay with the Munchies and Abernathy. That's all I'm saying. So right here, man, Malcolm Jones. You got some decent running backs, you know what I'm saying? Some agility. Underrated. I'm really upset about this one, but he is underrated. Duke Johnson, man. That kid's amazing. Acceleration, you guys already seen it, man. That man is already on top. D'Anthony Thomas up top, leading the acceleration marker. Keith Marshall coming out of Georgia. He's a pretty decent sized back, man. A good mix of strength and speed, mainly speed. But you know what I'm saying, he can hold his own. So acceleration, he'll burst through them holes, man. No homo. Johnson coming into Texas. You got Carson, Amir Carlisle, Duke Johnson. So I mean, acceleration is not a big deal. So like once again, with speed, you're not on a short supply of speed. Acceleration, you're not on a short supply of that either. You know what I'm saying? So look at this. You got 96 acceleration, 89 speed. So you're not gonna run short. You know what I'm saying? 96 acceleration, 88 speed. So acceleration and speed, you're not gonna run short on. They'll always be out there. Awareness is not really a big thing for me, unless you're letting the AI take control of the running back, which is stupid. I don't know why you guys would do that. So we're gonna move on. Breaking tackles, probably one of the more important ones in the game, next to elusiveness. So I mean, they're rated pretty fair. So not one running back's the most dominant running back in the game. There's, other than the speed, I really don't think there's a power running back that's really like, hey, I'm plowing you over it and you're not gonna stop me. I'm breaking 18 tackles. You know what I'm saying? So right here you got the truck. Unless you're using the truck stick, I mean, not many people do these days. Yeah, everybody's all about that juke. You know what I'm saying? You get that juke moves on, you good. So here's a truck, and I don't know if you guys still. I rarely see anybody play with big running backs. It's always all about the speed. Everybody subs out Michael Turner for, you know what I'm saying, Jaquez Rogers. Everybody subs out Steven Jackson for the rookie running back. Nobody really keeps the power running back in anymore, unless it's like goal line situations. And even still, they just put the fullback in. It's not a big deal. Elusiveness, one of the better ones, the better stats in the game that need to be acknowledged here. D'Anthony Thomas, once again, the most slippery silky, slippery, smooth persons in the game. He's already hard to catch, let alone trying to bring him down. Devontae Freeman coming out of Florida State. Brandon Williams. We got Josie Strunk, the running back out of Baylor. Duke Johnson is up there once again, man. Duke Johnson is probably one of my favorite running backs in the game. He's one of my favorite running backs to watch in real life. I'm a USC fan, but I'm also a fan of the game. And just watching some of these players is just amazing. Brandon Bigelow. Just watching some of these guys is amazing, man. But Duke Johnson's probably the most exciting person I like to watch when I do watch college football. What am I doing? All right, ball carrier vision. Once again, if you let the AI do this really doesn't mean anything. You guys can look at it yourself. Stiff arm, probably one of the most underrated stats in the game that I like to look at because stiff arm is really good this year. And if you know how to use it, if you practice using it, I was in practice mode just using it. And if you know how to use it, man, with the right person, it's a really good thing to use, man. A lot of people, they don't understand that you can just tap it now to push people away as opposed to holding it and stiff arming and getting some whack stiff arm animation. You know what I'm saying? So learn to use a stiff arm, guys. Stiff arm is a lifesaver. Learn to use it. I suggest you guys practice with it because it's almost better than the juke. It's almost like, boom, you tapping them and you're gone. You're taking off again. Back into the open field. You don't have to worry about getting caught up in some animation or nothing like that. So, like, you go ahead and tap him while this dude's using the hit stick. So you'll tap him, bump him off, and he's hit stick in the air, or he'll dive and get stiff armed and dive into the ground. You know what I'm saying? So the stiff arm's a real good thing to use. I suggest that you guys try it out. And if you guys don't like it, you guys don't like it. But I'm telling you, especially with this man right here, TJ Yeldon is a monster with the stiff arm, man. I'm telling you. So go ahead and give it a shot, man. Just go ahead and give it a little tappity tap, tap, tap. When you come up to a running linebacker or something like that, just give it a little tap. You know what I'm saying? It's a real good attribute to use. The spin move, you know what I'm saying? DeAnthony Thomas is probably the most prolific spin move persons in the game. Brandon Williams. See, Texas A&M, man, they got a lot of versatile running backs. They can do a lot of things, man. So you playing with A&M, you won't run short of offense. It's defense that you got to worry about. Taron Ward, Charles Sims, Sankey, Molina. You know what I'm saying? Once again, A&M. Devin Young, Nick Hill, Clarence Marshall, Strunk. What else we got up here? You know what I'm saying? Henry Josie, Duke Johnson at 91. You know what I'm saying? We just went through at least 30 players. Not 30, but a good handful of people, man. And we ended up in the spin moves, and we're still in the 90s. So spin moves, not really a big thing. Juke moves, you know who's up top again, man. We got overtaken. DeAnthony Thomas is number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Quentin White from Texas Tech. They saying a freshman has a better juke move than DeAnthony Thomas, man. Whoever plays this game must really know this player coming out of Texas. For this freshman to have the stats that he does, to have a juke move better than DeAnthony Thomas. I don't know what they was thinking. They got some fixing to do, man. So it's whatever though. So right here, the juke moves, man, you know, doing their thing. We still in the 90s. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? So 89. So I mean, juke moves shouldn't be a big thing unless you're playing with DeAnthony Thomas. So anywhere from Jeremy Smith, DeAnthony Thomas, and Quentin White. But juke move's not going to be, he got the best juke move in the game, I'm taking him. But Duke Johnson, look at him. Look at him. Just look at him. Look at him. Duke Johnson's a monster, dude. So go ahead and check out Duke Johnson if y'all haven't already. Carrying, you got Wiseman. These guys won't drop the ball. Silas Red from USC, he won't drop the ball. So ball carry, yeah, it's not a real big issue. Not a big thing, you know what I'm saying? The highest rating is 95. and then it drops to 91 and 90. So there's only 3 players with 90+ carry ratings, which is actually pretty good. So you get a lot of turnovers. It kind of balances out offense and defense. As much as people say there's no defense in the game, stuff like this makes it to where there is defense in the game, making these guys drop the ball. So if you're playing against anybody, like, look at this, dude. Like, there's DeAnthony Thomas got an 85 carry, man. That's not even that great either. So I mean, you're gonna get the ball back if you're playing against a speedy running back. The ball's gonna come back to you. So just go ahead and stay patient on defense, man. Keep hitting the guys. You gotta keep hitting them hard and make your plays, man. They'll eventually drop the ball. Just stay patient. So got this catch ratings now. Best backfield catching wide receivers. Best halfbacks catching the ball out the backfield. You know what I'm saying? DeAnthony Thomas is probably one of the best. Brandon Williams, James White, coming out of Iowa State, Silas Red. So right here, man, you know what I'm saying? We back into the 70s, and we barely went down there. So they kind of balanced out running backs catching the ball. So if you're trying to send a running back on a streak out the backfield, man, good luck trying to catch that ball. I pray the best for you. DeAnthony Thomas, put him in a slot position. This dude's a monster, man. This dude's a beast. He'll make the plays. So right here, no big star running back really at the wide receiver position that you can put in a slot, unless you get real risky. You know what I'm saying? You want to take that chance at putting another speedy running back at the slot, go ahead and do it. But look at all these ratings right now, 79, 77, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't have DeAnthony Thomas in the slot position, there's no reason you should put another running back in that slot position unless you know that they're going to catch the ball. You tossing it to them, like basically just handing it off on a drag route or something, because there's no point in putting these guys in the wide receiver position and freaking out when they don't catch the ball, because I'm showing you right now, these guys don't catch, man. I'm telling you, these guys don't catch. So don't get mad if these guys don't catch the ball for you and y'all sitting there freaking out, unless you're playing with Vanderbilt, then you can go ahead and freak out a little bit. But don't freak out if these guys not catching the ball, man. It's not their fault. The ratings suck. Gregory, got Wesley Tate. DeAnthony Thomas, once again, probably the best receiving halfback in the game. Josh Clemens, Darius Staten, Duke Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I got to point out Duke Johnson every time I see him. You know what I'm saying? That dude's just a monster. Jumping, you got Josh Clemens, Wicks, you know what I'm saying, at Washington State. Tony Gregory, Venrick Mark, you know what I'm saying. Who else we got? No other real high profile running backs. You know what I'm saying? Wesley Tate playing with Vanderbilt. Who plays with Vanderbilt? Vanderbilt fans. That's it though. So, I mean, jumping wise, you really don't have to worry about it unless you're playing with this dude and you're trying to get some good jumping highlights, trying to jump over tackles and stuff like that. But other than that, there's really nothing to it. So right here you got Sinjin Days out of Georgia Tech, so he can toss the ball if they got that running back pass, halfback pass type plays. Like I said, I really haven't played with the playbooks, man. I think I might start actually getting into it a little bit, but nothing real serious. Just Silas Ray can toss the ball just a little bit, not too much. But I think I might play around in practice mode before I hit the online ranked matches. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to look silly out here. I'm already 2-0, 0-2. And none of it was real blowout. I had one blowout, but the other one wasn't really a blowout. I kind of came back and lost by a 10, I think. But it wasn't a blowout though. So just because I lost by 10 don't mean I got blown out. Throw accuracy, same guys that's up top for throw power. Tackling, so if your quarterback throw an interception, you know who you can use to make the hit. Right here, Trey Madden. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, so power, hit power. He's really trying to lay somebody out after a pick. Power moves, you know what I'm saying? None of this stuff really matters. Block shedding, if you guys feel like you guys should have got off a block to make a tackle. Here's the guy sits up top. Let's see. You got man coverage. He was the best. You know what I'm saying? 88, you got Tyler Irvin, so you can move him to cornerback if you play with him, San Jose State. Tyree Lee, you know what I'm saying? If you play with Old Dominion, you can move him to cornerback. So that's the only two I see worth moving. If you guys trying to play like Dynasty or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So maybe you guys press ratings. So right there, Irvin may be a good cornerback, man. Maybe even a safety. Kick powers, he can kick. Any running backs can kick? No, he's running back some kick. But their accuracy good, though. Look at that accuracy. Return men, Duke Johnson should be up top. I don't care what anybody say. DeAnthony Thomas is up top. Nick Hill, Ty Isaac, you know what I'm saying? TJ Yeldon, Johnny Jeffrey, Nick Holmes, Kadeem Carey, Jeremy Hester. You know what I'm saying? You got Dillard, Archer Lee. Yo, where Duke Johnson at? Duke Johnson returned a couple last year. Oh, there he is. Nah, that's not even him. Trolled. Where Duke Johnson? No, Duke, say this. So they gave Duke Johnson the shaft. I'm gonna have to go find him this way. But that's it, man, for the halfback.